world's smallest jet boat, and we're here at the Bull River for redemption. Tried to come up this river last year, and we were thwarted by a dead battery. Walk, walk, walk your boat gently down the creek. Oh, perfect yeet. Hopefully not fail or sink or have disaster. It's a 100 horsepower, 6-foot launch. Is attempting to make it 20 miles up this river, and only the first little bit of it is going to be easy. Was flowing a lot faster than we anticipated, and the rocks were tight. I don't think you could do this in any larger of a jet boat. Ethan ripped through this extremely difficult terrain, but the river was about to upgrade to max level difficulty. Well, off to a good start. I forgot the radio, so we'll just have to wait till they get here and then get a radio.
Could you imagine you're just a fan of the show, fly fishing in the middle of nowhere, and you come gripping through?
That was essentially his take on it. he walked over here and he took a picture with me, and I was thinking, like, I've taken a picture with a lot of people that love the show, but I've never done it standing in the middle of a river in Montana at the end of September with a tiny pink boat.
It's a little bit different.
That man has a one-of-a-kind photograph. It's going pretty good. It's cavitating really bad, so like when I'm not at speed, it just, like when I slow down for like obstacles and stuff, it kind of sucks in a bunch of air. And I'm thinking it might be the seal around the drive shaft, so it's sucking air through the seal from the engine bay instead of sucking water into it, because it's also leaking water into the engine bay through that seal. So that's my theory on that. The engine's also a little boggy, so I made a couple of little fiddles here to see if I can fix that, but I mean, I already made it through the hardest section, so you know, we're good to go, I think. I mean, this next bit is also pretty rocky, but it's not worse than what I already came through, so yeah, it's going good. You already know that I'm obsessed with military vehicles, but did you know that there is one game that lets you choose from over 2,000 different vehicles, including planes, tanks, ships, helicopters, and play in realistic competitive battles? War Thunder is a top military action, free-to-play multiplayer game available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. You can command iconic tanks like the Tiger or Sherman and fly the turbocharged P-51 Mustang or scream through the skies in a modern supersonic jet. War Thunder's physics engine provides a highly realistic experience. No other combat vehicle game offers such detailed damage models. Whether it's the engine power output, transmission, thermal sights, smoke screens, guided missiles, radar, you name it, everything is precisely modeled. Believe it or not, War Thunder is free to play. You can just log in and team up with your friends or compete against players from around the world and jump into intense dogfights, tank battles, and naval warfare. In the recent update, Dance of Dragons, there is a whole line of French combat boats now available in the game, and advanced American attack aircraft, A-10 Thunderbolt II, and the tactical bomber F-111. So download War Thunder for free by clicking the link in the description, and if you're a new player or haven't logged in for 6 months, you can unlock exclusive rewards, including rentals for the P-40E-1 aircraft, M4 tank, unique skins, 100,000 Silver Lions, and more. So act fast to grab these awesome bonuses before the American vehicle season wraps up. Click that link, check it out, and join me in an obsession with military vehicles. I don't know what has happened.
We're off to a rocky start.
You could say that. It died there, and now it doesn't want to crank. It just goes around, around, around. Interesting. Oh, okay. I need a slightly better spot to deal with this. Oh, I can't believe we're stuck at the exact same spot as last time.
Yeah, what are the odds?
Very, very high, because this is where we always stop to film stuff.
Yeah.
And that's always when something goes wrong. Yeah, it didn't want to turn over. I got it to fire a couple times here, but then it died again.
Seems like the last time I was here, we were in a very similar situation.
Yeah, except last time I knew what the problem was. The problem was just the battery was dead.
Yeah. Sounds very crunchy.
Indeed. The impeller is somehow bound up. Don't know if I have all the tools to take it apart.
How many miles do you reckon we made it?
1.8. I looked at my phone. I found an artifact that's really, like, I don't know, kind of a little concerning that this is here.
Oh, shoot. You know Steven's gonna be psyched about this.
The cane? Probably.
Yeah, he likes that kind of stuff for some reason. That's fun.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like it's scraping the edge of the housing.
It is, but I mean, I don't know if it's because there's a rock jammed in there somewhere or if it's just it running into the housing, you know?
Yeah. I just hope Chip is okay.
Maybe it could bend the hull in such a way that makes the engine move.
Is there any adjustment in the motor mount?
There are some spacers on it.
Okay.
So I could take one of those spacers out.
A little self-clearancing has gotten many a man out of sticky situations.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll try to think of better words next time I open my mouth.
Yeah, that's the one. It's a little stressful using tools in a river.
Yeah, you don't want to drop them. It'd be hard to find them there.
I'm just gonna try and make it self-clearance.
So if we start it and just run it a lot, it'll just clearance itself because it's covered in aluminum. So it'll just eat right through it.
Now that we've confirmed that it will run and it will spin, but not well, and I've also confirmed that the problem is the drive shaft is no longer straight, I'm gonna unbolt the engine, and there's some spacers under it that lift it up just enough to not hit the bottom of the boat. But I'm gonna remove those spacers so that the drive shaft is at a better angle.
It's the one day of work all year that the Crocs have been the appropriate choice to bring.
Yeah,
Indeed.
That seems like the best choice right now.
I can see why people are so into fly fishing. After standing here in this river for a couple hours, feel the water on your Crocs. It's a nice lifestyle. If this works, I'm gonna have to give up my life.
But it's running much better overall, so go ahead and keep going upstream because there's a much better takeout spot a mile upstream than there is here. Pushing it like a scooter with one foot in it. But
Ethan also wanted a scooter adventure.
Yeah. He looks like he's having fun though. And he's really close to that rock we jumped off of last time.
The air coming in through the blown bearing got so bad that even at full throttle in this deep section of river, the jet boat was hardly moving. But it was about to get even worse.
If I can get up any speed, it starts sucking in the water, but...
Oh, That was a struggle. So we went into the depths. The fly fisherman is taking a selfie with him. Ethan took the back cover off the boat and just let a bunch of water in the engine bay. He's just going in circles. Oh shoot! Water is spraying directly out of the motor now. It looks like a proper, like, old school jet ski when the water trail came out the tail, you know?
Well, for us, that's not necessarily a nice sign.
He's covering his ear, so it must be extremely loud, or he's listening for a knocking or something.
Yeah. I made it to precisely this spot last year too. Really? Yep. Last year, the failure was battery, and I didn't bring a jump pack. So this year I planned for that. But now the problems are compounding because of running at a red line with no load. It blew out the exhaust boot, so now it won't run right. Because it's just trying to run off the header, which obviously doesn't work on a two-stroke. And I meant to,
Dude.
yeah. Like, if I was just cruising, it'd be fine because it'd be cooling, but I'm just running at a red line with no water going through it.
What motor is that?
Kawasaki 750.
Oh, okay.
Yo, I think this is the end of our journey once again.
Yeah, so it's cavitating really bad, obviously, and due to that fact, I had to be running a red line with hardly any water flow, so it cooked that exhaust gasket, so now it won't run right. I don't think there's any chance we make it any farther.
Well, shoot.
Let him know I got some bangers, though.
I meant to bring the spare exhaust gasket, but in all the chaos, I think I left it at home.
Oh, anyway, I think I'm gonna lay down at the bottom of this river and take a nice deep breath.
That sounds, like, not good.
Oh, okay, well, I'll hold off on that.
So, I'm the farthest from the highway I can get right now. I don't really know what the best course of action is to get this thing back up there.
Yeah, like, if it would work at all, I could just go upriver, but as soon as I lose momentum, I lose all power, and it's just getting worse because of, well, now I have nothing at all because of the exhaust boot being blown out. I'll do the walk of shame again, the boat drag of shame.
Well, you know what they say, the third time's the charm. When we come back, we are gonna get this river.
Oh, I'm never trying again. Not in this boat, anyway.
Since we're only 2 miles upstream, we decided the best course of action is just to redline the boat all the way back to the dock because we did not want to carry it up this rocky cliff.
It sounds like it's moving a little faster than it actually is.
Hey, an apple. Oh. Lunch. So obviously it runs like crap, and as soon as you get under power, it won't run at all because it's just running off the header because the exhaust boot's torn again. Because I was running at red line for like 10 minutes with no flow of water through the engine.
Yeah.
So, but going back downriver with a little bit of power is much, much easier than going back downriver with no power.
Yeah, carrying it up that.
Or carrying it up that hill. I think I can
terrible.
just, because the main thing last time was that I didn't have power and it was filling with water because of the leaks, right? So like, it just kept getting heavier and heavier. I'm sitting on my bilge pump. But this time with it still running, it's bilging while I'm running. So I think I'm just gonna try to drive it back.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. There's a lot of really gnarly rocks coming up, so that's interesting. We're watching you with the drone right now. Looks like you're in some big rocky situations.
He might not want to answer.
He probably also can't hear with that exhaust boot off. It's just open headers pretty much. So he's just in open water, not going anywhere. That must be so frustrating.
Apparently the Bull River is just not meant to be for us.
Yeah.
I keep doing the most like miserably bouncy rocky part over and over again.
Overall better than last time.
Oh, way better. We got more shots and I didn't have to push it back.
Damage.
Emotional damage.